Hey there, Biggie Ron here, and it's time to learn how to color in digital art. Let's get started. Get ready to make the magic happen. It's time to color. Welcome back, Biggie Ron here, and let's get coloring with digital art. All right, so go ahead and bring up that picture from before, and let's get to it. If you don't have a picture, you can go ahead and just, just whip something up real quick and I'll just show you how to do it. Or just watch the previous videos and it won't take you hardly any time to come up with this little baby dragon right here. But here we go. I'll have those videos linked in the description below, by the way, so you can follow along. All right, so let's go ahead and check this out. So what we're gonna do here is something I actually forgot that you should have done the moment you started, but you know what? I was so excited to show you what to do. Here, we need to click on File, do Save As, and I have this saved as, I called it Chonky Baby Dragon, but go ahead and find your folder that you want to use and make sure you save your document. All right, there we go, all saved. Now I don't have to worry about losing it or if the crash or the power goes out or something like that, we're good to go. Okay. So let's go ahead and start her up once again. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna do is you are going to go ahead and see where I have the ink layer. You're gonna go ahead and click that ink layer and you're gonna click this duplicate layer or mask. So with this selected, click on it and it actually makes another ink layer right above that. So I'm gonna change that layer's name to ink. Or you can even call it line art. It's up to you. And the one below, I'm going to call base color. Now there is a reason that I did this, and I'll show it to you now. We're gonna do one of the simplest ways because I want to get you guys started on coloring. So we're gonna do one of the simplest ways to color. However, it's using the paint bucket tool, and you know that comes with its own problems, and I'll illustrate them now. So I'm going to remove the base color for a second, and I'm going to go to my line art. Don't copy this. I just want to show you. Or you know what? You can copy it because you can undo it. So I'm going to use this circle as this eye as something. So I'm going to grab a different color. Let's say I'm going to have it be red. I'm going to put my paint bucket tool in here, and I'm going to paint bucket in. And as you can see, it actually starts eating into the sides there as I paint bucket more and more. Or you might actually have the opposite thing. Let's do this. Let me take my threshold down, and let me take my grow down. So normally when you guys are doing this in your program, you're gonna notice that when you do that, do you get that little halo effect? So what's happening there is it's stopping literally a pixel short of the end of the line that you already made. So, and then you might be tempted to just click again and make it bigger and bigger, but it doesn't work. So don't worry, I actually got something to solve that. All you have to do, and sorry about my dog, geez Louise. All you have to do is you're gonna come over here to Tool Options, and you're gonna click Grow, and you're gonna want it to grow by 1 pixel. That's it. 1 pixel you want it to grow. And now watch. When I click it, it goes all the way to the edge. That's how you fill it in. Okay, now we still have the issue of it's overflowing on top of our line art. And it doesn't look clean, it kills your line art, and it just eats up at the drawing. So a way to avoid that is do what I did. Because we made a copy, let me undo that. I'm gonna lock the line art. Because we made a copy, I'm gonna make the base color come back. If I draw on this right here, or if I paint bucket. All right, now that I am on my base color layer, now watch this. When I dump it in, even if I do it a couple times, it's going underneath. See that? So I just did a bunch of taps, but when I dump it in the first time, it's growing underneath it instead of on top. So it means I get to keep my clean line and I don't have to worry about it doing, well, what it was doing before, just bleeding all over the place. Okay, so that's gonna make this easy. So with that baseline taken, I am going to just basically go through here and on the base layer, and I'm going to start dumping in color where I want color. If you got white in the area, you're going to dump that in too. I do suggest that you take your background so you can be sure. Take your background, unlock your background, sorry. Turn it to some kind of gray. So just paint bucket the whole thing. So now I could like see my whites and stuff like that. All right, so I'll lock it back, come back to the base color, lock the sketch layer. It's not even visible anyway, so it's not like you can draw on it. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start coloring up all the base colors. So for this dragon, let's see. You know, I'm being a hack fraud enough, so I might as well continue. I'm gonna make him blue. Gee, I wonder where I got that from. All right, so this is actually good that this happened. You might have the same thing where it like blows out into somewhere. What's going on is you got a hole somewhere in your drawing. So I'm gonna undo that. I'm gonna look, so you're gonna look around. It could be something as small as that sometimes, though I doubt it for here. So, oh, yep, see, there it is, right there, I got a hole. All you have to do for that is get off the paint bucket tool and just go to the brush tool, color it in, dump, and see, yep, there you go. Everything's good. So my base is going to be this blue. And I'm just gonna go around making sure I got that for everything. Like your wings, or the top of the wings anyway, will be that blue. And your eyes, obviously, will probably be some kind of red. What were his? Didn't they? Let me go look. I actually want to look up Charizard. Is it Y or X? Mega Charizard. I'll look it up. Pretty sure it's Y, because I've been saying the wrong thing the whole time. Mega Charizard Y looks like... Oh no, it was X. It was X, that's right. I was right. All right, Mega Charizard X's eyes are red. Yeah, they are red. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to make them bad boys red. Let's go here. I'm going to fill the whole thing in with red. Actually, let's do this way. I'm going to fill it in. Our first color is going to be this dark red. Our second color over it is going to be a much lighter red. Like so. Whoops. Like so. There we go. And then if you got to make anything sharper, you just take the other red. There you go, sharpen it up. That's looking good. Put this down a little bit more. There we go, looking good. Looking good. All right, and finally, a super light red for the pupil. Or should it be dark? I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out. It's really up to you what you want to do. Yeah. Actually, I really like that. And then I'm gonna even go one step further and make a little white outline in the center. There we go. Followed by a little white reflection. Whoops, actually, let me do it over here. Perfect. Nice, and I'll do the same here. Oops, looks like I went a little outside. And the same down here. There we go. All right, so there is my baby dragon. Baby dragon with his little white eyes. Perfect. What a cutie. What a cutie patootie. I want to, let's see. I might want to take that, go a little bit, not like pure white, just a little. Nah, I'll leave what I got. Okay, so that's good enough. Next, I'm going to do the inside of his belly and ears and everything else. I'll go ahead and let's see. I think I'm gonna have them. We're gonna keep it real simple. I'm gonna take this blue. I'll make a lighter blue, and I'll go on the inside of that. This is my unrelated dragon OC. Do not steal. There you go. Unrelated, totally not Charizard OC. There, let me see. What do I want to do? Yeah, that works. And then I'll do one right here. Let's try that again. Try it again. There. All right. The other one. Like that. And I'll just fill these in. And we'll get a little bit at the bottom of the tail. Perfect. And then these wings, I'm just going to fill in like so. And it looks like I'm missing a little guy right there. Also, the inside of his ears will be the same color. Nice. He's looking cute. Looking so cute. Oh my goodness, so cute. So cute. And then we'll go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to, what am I going to do for the horns? Should the horns be the same? Yeah, I mean, for the sake of ease, we can make the horns the same. I don't see a big deal. You know what? Yeah, let's just do that for now. Actually, I kind of want them brown. I kind of do want them brown. Let me check. On a brownish kind of horns. Let me see what that looks like. Is that enough of a change? Yeah, I think that's cute. So I'm just going to do brown, and then I'm actually going to do like a dark brown for the middle of them. Ooh, what about would that make any sense to like do a blue? As you can see, feel free to just experiment with it. Nah, I think the dark brown was fine enough. I'll just keep what I had. Nice try. Sometimes you do a nice try. Remember, you don't have to always stick to the paint bucket. You can just color it in like so. So we'll go ahead and do that. All right, and that is it for the color. Oh, actually, nope. Sorry. Almost forgot. We need to do that tail fire, baby. All right, so for the tail fire, we're gonna go ahead and start off with a little bit of a darker blue, almost like that blue, but a little lighter. And I'm actually gonna put that on its own layer, and I'm gonna put it behind. You know what? Should I put it behind or in front? It's definitely in front of that wing. At least the way we see. Well, I guess depending on if it's behind or in front, that's where you want to put it. But here's what we'll do. I'm going to go like this. And I'm going to make that fire like so. And I'll fill her up. Boom, like that. Yeah, I think it'd be behind. Okay. Then inside of that one, on top of that one, you can make another layer or not. It's totally up to you. And I'm going to go ahead and fill her up one more time. There we go. Goes something like that. Beautiful. And then I'm going to go one more lighter, yet again, right on top. Like so. Beautiful. All right. That'll do her. That'll do her. And then I'll just combine these by merging them, holding down Control and clicking E, or you could just right click and tell it to merge. But that should be it. And then I'll have little sparks. Just all around. Little sparks. There you go. Now we're done with the color. All right, congratulations. How cute is that? Excuse me. Okay, that is it for the color, everybody. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy your little baby dragon. Next time, we're gonna finish this thing off with getting our background ready to go and getting some lighting and shading. All right, that's it for the day. See you next time.